Marhaba gamers, I am here at the Microsoft Xbox One booth and we're checking out the Kinect 2.0. I'm here with Mr. Scott. How are you, Mr. Scott?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a very long day and I guess we're all exhausted, but I'm really interested in checking out the Kinect 2 and its features because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a big deal with the Xbox One, right? So tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, sure. I'm super excited about our next generation sensor.
Yeah.
We have a much larger field of view, which means you can get closer to the sensor. You can also get further away, so we work in a much broader range of living rooms.
Right.
And we have about 3 times the fidelity as the first generation. And all of that fidelity and 3D and depth vision really is powering a whole new set of experiences, including really getting mastery of gameplay.
Right. Okay, so I noticed it's very, it's kind of detecting my whole body right now. And I'm guessing this is a big step up from Kinect 1?
Yeah, big step, about 3 times the fidelity.
Wow.
We can see much more subtle movement. You know, before we might have only gestures, now we can see really analog movement. You can put a spin on a ball, you know, you can really get to really express yourself and get into the mastery of the game.
Okay, would it be able to detect my fingers movements as well? Or?
Yeah, in our skeleton we can do the tips of your hands, your thumbs, and so we can see grabbing gestures, we can see rotation of the hand, and all that orientation of your body parts.
Wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Could you show us how close we can be? Because I think there was a big issue with like the previous Kinect, there was a certain space you got to be in order for it to be
Sure, let's see it. Let's go get close to the sensor. So here we go. Here's the sensor up here.
Right.
And you can see that I'm only a couple feet away. You
No
can
way.
see me about head to toe here, and I can even reach forward.
Yeah.
And we don't even have a tilt motor in the sensor anymore. Before we had to tilt for adults and kids.
No, none of that?
Now the vertical field of view is tall enough that we can stand really close to the sensor.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Brilliant. And I think the camera is a full HD camera, or am I?
Yeah, in addition to its ability to see in depth, we also have the ability to see in color, and that's 1080p high definition in color.
That's pretty cool.
And we introduced a new feature we call Active IR, which is real true night vision for the Kinect, so it can see in the dark.
Oh, so I don't need to worry about having a different lighting setup in my room, or anything.
Yeah, correctly, and that's great for computer vision applications like recognizing who you are. A lot of living rooms will have a lot of variations in room light.
Right.
They'll have side lit, backlit, you know, different windows, and we're able to remove all those variations and have a very consistent image out of Kinect for doing that processing.
That's pretty cool. So now that the Kinect is you know, a necessary part of the Xbox, are we looking at all games taking advantage of it, or does it have to be part of the Kinect, or is the Kinect just sort of a bonus kind of thing?
Well, we really designed Kinect and Xbox One together, and there's a lot of great experience enabled by that benefit all games. Things like being able to wake your console up just by saying Xbox on.
Yeah.
Being able to understand who's in the room, which controller you're holding, without even having to sign in, no interruption to the gameplay. You can just jump right into the game.
And will there be like voice recognition?
Yeah, we have speech recognition, and a lot of those experiences really benefit even controller-based games.
Oh, wow. That's pretty interesting. What are we looking at on this screen?
Yeah, over here you're seeing some of the things that are the platform tracks in real time.
Wow.
Skeleton, orientation, see I'm twisting my wrist here and you can see all of that subtle movement.
Yeah.
Muscles and force.
Is that detecting my heart rate, or?
Yeah, we can detect your heart rate. With muscles and force, here let me shift my weight from one leg to the other. You can see the force transfer. I can punch at the screen. If I put my weight into it, I get a much bigger punch.
Oh, okay, I get it. So that would play a big role in, let's say, if I'm playing like a Kinect fighting game or something.
Fighting game. Yeah. And the heart rate is great for fitness experiences.
Okay.
Where understanding your heart rate is great for exercise scenarios.
Yeah, of course. And you don't even need to put on a meter or anything.
No, it's a touchless system. It literally looks at your face, and it can see the blood pulsing in your face, not visible to the human eye, but visible to the sensor.
Yeah. And in terms of how many players can it support so far?
We can track 6 people simultaneously.
6 people?
Yeah.
Wow.
You need a pretty big living room for that.
Yeah.
But if your living room is big enough, we can see up to 6 people at a time.
That's pretty cool. I guess, yeah. I mean, if I would ever bring this to, let's say, a party and put it in, like, I don't know, in a big swimming pool room or something, I guess I'd have 6 people with me. But no, that looks pretty cool. I'm really impressed. And out of all the exclusives that are coming out, do you know which ones of them will be like based for Kinect, or?
I think you'll see more information about that soon.
Okay.
You know, I'm excited about both the kind of full body gaming titles, like the sports, fitness, dancing titles.
Yeah.
You know, Disney's showing off a title here at the show.
The Fantasia one.
Fantasia one, yeah. And then also controller-based titles that'll get better. And we saw like things like Mass Effect and Skyrim, where we started seeing speech experiences, enhanced controller-based gameplay. I think you'll see that taken to the next level with Kinect, where we can see all of those subtle movements, even while you're holding the controller.
Wow. So even if, and I'm guessing with the speech recognition is better, right? So if I were to play, let's say, Mass Effect 4, and if I said something, it would recognize it better than if it were on like Mass Effect 3 on the Xbox 360, right?
Yeah, we've I showed you some of the ways that we improved the vision capabilities. We've also improved the hearing capabilities of Kinect. Its ability to filter out the game soundtrack, to remove other room noises, and really just focus on what you're saying.
Wow, that's cool. And it's all from like the TV. Like, I mean, it's all, you don't need to put in a microphone or anything.
Yeah,
it just
correct.
can hear you. Wow.
Yeah, I can hear you across the room, even from 4 meters away. We have a new capability here too that we're showing off, where we can see who in the room's engaged with the system versus another activity. So, you know, we have subtle human cues. We make eye contact when we're talking. Kinect can tell if I'm talking to you or if I'm talking to it, and that makes speech recognition much more accurate.
Nice, cool. So thanks a lot, Scott.
No, my pleasure.
Pretty interesting. We got to learn more about Kinect, and hopefully we'll get to learn more about it when it comes out in November with the Xbox One, right?
Come out in November with the Xbox One, and you'll see, you know, games starting to come out, you know. From then on.
Yeah, we'll see hopefully new kinds of weird games that actually.
I can't wait to see all what developers do with this platform. You know, we've given them a much richer palette than they had before to create new experiences.
I think Kinect was sort of like just a stepping stone to something much greater. All right,
cool.
So thanks a lot, Scott.
Thanks.
It's a pleasure.
Nice meeting you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.